We're up with the tree frogs, and this is the girl whose arm got no fur, it's been sideways, it was mangled, but we need a name for her. Dusty. No, that sounds old too. I keep coming up with old sounding names for her. Like Dusty makes it sound like she's some dusty old squirrel. She just looks so pretty right here. I wanted to get video of it. Look at her in the morning sun. Today she let me stand closer to her than ever before. Not at this moment, but earlier. If the sound of the birds are coming through, that's the birds in the front yard telling me it's time for breakfast and somebody is not on it. Waitress, oh waitress, Betty please. I'm Betty. Birds everywhere, like, where the hell is the food? I have meetings just slammed all day today for work, like one after the other. Who's gonna fill the food bar for all these birds? I'm gonna have to leave someone else in charge. Little Chippy's coming up to her. I'm telling her I am so happy she comes nice and early so I can take care of her before all my meetings start slamming. Yeah, that's a pretty nice video. Little Chippy in the shadow. Looks like she's ready for action, and the chipmunk wants to grab it when I throw it. He's been hanging around watching that I throw nuts at her. Here you go. Don't worry, we're not letting Chippy get this nut from you. We are not going to let that happen. You get it? Need another one? Okay. You ready? Here we go. Secured. Regarding the width of the tree, I read that trees grow in height up to a certain age. They said they're a lot like humans. They said they grow in height up to a certain age, and beyond that, they just grow in girth. Yeah, that sounds familiar. This little chipmunk is just convinced if I do, I might make another friend for life. I'm not sure. Okay, I'm going to give you, because you've been very persistent, and I have some broken nuts that I tried to crack. So where are you? There you go, chipmunk. The other chipmunks, they won't even take, I don't remember if it's been all of them or just one or two. I tried giving them nuts that didn't have shells on it. They didn't want them at all. They only want nuts they can store, the chipmunks. Yeah, how you doing? Yeah, I'm out in the woods with you. I'm out in the woods with you. I don't know who that is exactly. I mean, I do, but no name. Just somebody cool who lives out here. I don't leave until she leaves. That's my rule. When somebody is ailing, I don't know who this is either. There you go. I don't leave until they leave. Like, especially with my meetings being like they are today, I don't know when the next time I'll be able to see her is, because I just can't keep looking out the window and come out for her. So I want to make sure she gets a big hearty breakfast. Uh-oh, it's right next to you there. Oh boy. It's a good one too. Well, we'll go with that. She's moving better than I thought she could, right there. There's space inside to get in there and hide. They can either eat on top or get inside to hide. See, they all get along like a bunch of Democrats and Republicans sitting around a table. All right, I have a meeting in less than an hour. Ninja's here, we're gonna video. This is our first jump of the day, so it's usually pretty boisterous. Ninja, there you are. Come on up. Let's do this thing. Uh-oh, she wants to go over there. All right. She calls the shots, not me. She's the one doing all the work. If she says we're doing it from here, we're doing it from here. You want to do You want to jump from there? Or? Okay, ready? You want to just do it right here? Come on, girl. That's a chipmunk sounding an alert, so she's a little nervous, and I don't blame her. You want to do it on a flat surface? All right, for reasons unknown to me, she's decided we're going to do it over here. Hear that chipmunk alert? Should we do like this? You want to just do like this? This is the first squirrel I'm seeing after an incident that I'm about to describe after I'm done, after the squirrel and I get finished up here. I can totally see why this squirrel is skittish. I was inside in a meeting that I was presenting on video, so I couldn't just walk away. I knew a hawk flew in because I heard the death rattle from a squirrel. Well, first I heard the birds going crazy. The birds were all going crazy. And then, I knew there was a hawk out here, and I was thinking, please, just birds get, so I can't come out. And then I heard the death rattle that a squirrel makes when they're running for their life. And I was like, oh, please, let them have made it. After I heard the death rattle, there was just deathly silence, just total silence. I had to wait till the meeting ended. It lasted, I swear, it had to be another 5 minutes of deathly silence. And then I came out, and the hawk was standing right on there, and there was a black squirrel somewhere on this tree, and the hawk was just standing there looking around, and there was also another squirrel over on this tree, I think a little higher up, and I started clapping and screaming, and the hawk took off. And my heart's still in my shoes. Since Jeter and I get the least time together, I try to make sure to video when we actually do. Here's the Jeets. Come on, Jeets. Jeter, Jeter. Jeter, Jeter. Jeter, Jeter. She's a full leg climb kind of girl. God, that squirrel has been chasing everybody, like looking for girls, I'll just say, and bumping them in the air, and just ran up to the bunny and bumped the bunny in the air. I thought he was going to do it again, but he didn't. I can't believe the bunny stayed. He just kind of jumped in the air, landed, and looked at the squirrel like, what do you think you're doing? And it ended there. So I didn't know the bunnies came out this time of day. I usually only see them in the morning, I think. It's like 4 o'clock or something. 4:30. What is time? Does anybody really know what time it is? Does any chipmunk really care about time? Okay, I'm all out of lyrics. These days, this is a crowd, isn't it? We don't have like this many anymore. It's been a hard day. Yeah, I think everyone's just kind of happy to be out. Yeah, kind of play with your tail. Who here could go for a pizza? Should we order a pizza? No, you're not up for that? How about you? Well, we know what kind of toppings they want. All nut. 2-pack is like that snapping turtle, that old snapping turtle.
Or I do if it's a smaller turtle, sometimes it's more prominent, but it's interesting.
That was on the trail, because look at her. She just keeps going. I have no idea how old she is. She's at least 4.5 years old and could be any amount older than that. And I think she's so old there's no way to calculate it anymore. It's not like there's something on her where we can count the rings and say, here's how old she is. But you look at her ears and you just know she's been in a lot of fights. She's She's had to get by and get through a lot of stuff, and her fur comes and her fur goes, and she has more kids and more kids and more kids. She's a producer. Well, not really. In the ecosystem, a producer is, okay, now I forget. It doesn't make sense, but it's like greens. It's like the stuff she's running through. Those are the producers. I'm pretty sure. Let me verify that. Okay, I Googled it and it does make sense. The producers produce their own energy and food. So it is greens. It's like, you know, that whole photosynthesis thing, taking the sunlight, turning it into energy and food. So I told Tupac I'm taking these seeds over to her picnic table. Yeah? All right, I'm gonna do that. She's so skittish around me, but she's known me for so long. Tupac-y, I'm putting these on your table. As I'm walking through here to get back to Tupac, I won't say I almost stepped on a toe, but I was certainly surprised by him jumping. But yeah, I've thought about it. There's a lot of rocks in here, and I know ninja burrows in here. I'm sure there's toad burrows in here, and check that out. That's a good one if he's got a burrow in there. So I left the weeds for the toads. I know that's a nice handy excuse, but I really did. I started pulling the weeds out at one point and then realized, okay, there's animals that need these here, so I left them. I got Rover up here, and here comes RJ. Wow, RJ, you're looking brave today. She did her little back foot tap dance when she caught up on the deck, but then not. And there's is this Ninja? Come here, Ninja. Come here, Ninja. You want to do it like this? Sometimes she just likes me to hand it to her. And I tickle her stomach. Apparently I'm getting some work done on the underbelly of my car. What are you working on? Something need work there? You're gonna have to crawl in and fix it? All right. Are you gonna bill me for this? You gonna come out? You gonna fall out? What's going on in there, huh? Where'd you go? What were you doing in there? Hello? What are you doing? What you doing? What you working on? Sir? Sir, I don't think I need any work done on my car. Hello? Okay. It's Rover. You didn't stash any babies in there, did you? Because, like, I drive that thing around.